so that's my point. I'm not saying symbols are not powerful, and this is again why I do start by centering colonization, because symbols are immensely important
Mhm.
and understood to be powerful, and that's why when I say I don't want any more symbols, because of the particular political context that we're dealing with today, and specifically, the symbols too easily do stand in for radical critical analysis, movement building,
I see what you're saying.
action, etc.
Yeah.
So that's and because counterinsurgency, the even the recently published one from the U.S. Army has a whole section on the need to co-opt popular symbols.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
when I get excited, so Tyson, let's say Tyson beats whichever Paul
Jake
brother,
Paul. Yep.
Jake Paul,
Yep.
I'm gonna feel really good. And then someone, hopefully I'll get there quickly myself, but someone would have to quickly say to me, but Jared, this doesn't really mean anything. In fact, it's being used as a symbol to tell Black people that everything is more or less okay, or doesn't require a level of struggle that it really does, because you can rest easy with victories in Mike Tyson. And then let me use this to bring up my
Mhm.
last point,
Mhm.
second to last point, because my real last point is I want you to talk about how you conclude your book, which I think is important. But uh, um, you bring up the issue of Pele, which I
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah, yeah.
appreciate. I'm gonna get my focus here together in a second.
Okay.
And you talk about the importance of Pele being a dark-skinned Black
Yep.
African brother playing in a racist Brazilian world
Yep.
context, and
Late
what that meant to
50s,
the
late
people, late
50s, early
50s, all of
70s.
that.
Mhm.
So this, okay, what I wrote here is that the Pele example, his pioneering feats. But then if we look from my point is, if we look back from today,
Yeah.
with the benefit of hindsight and a broader analysis, what we end up seeing, the unfortunate reality is that his pioneering feats led to an exportation of Brazilian players being
Mhm.
extracted from the colonies, brought to the leagues in Europe, and where their games were changed to the point where today their style of play is considered to be gone, having changed to fit the European styles of play in order to get selected there,
Mhm.
and to the detriment of their home leagues.
Mhm.
Pele was the last great to not ever play in Europe at all. So my point is the symbolism that we love, that I grew up
Mhm.
loving seeing Pele
Mhm.
and what that meant. And Eusebio, by the way, as well, coming out of
Mhm.
Portugal, that it in the long form, having that not translated into material struggle, all that ends up being turned into over time is something that destroys what produced Pele in the first place, and it further enriched Europe and the colonial powers. So that's
I
where I'm
think that's
saying,
less
okay, go
about
ahead.
Pele. That's
No,
less
I'm not saying it's about Pele. I'm talking
yeah.
about this is why I'm saying it's important to center colonization,
Right.
so that we can be critical of
Right.
how even what we like is weaponized against us over
Right.
time, if not immediately.
I mix what I like, what I like, what I like, what I like, what I like.